Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. I had a buy signal flashing down here. The trend rider momentum study is going green, which is on the 1 hour chart already a buy signal. Now that doesn't mean that it will just guaranteed go up from here, but it is a reliable buy signal generally. And I just thought that would be enough of a reason just to make a video and give you an updated TA, because we haven't done one for a couple of days, I think, on Solana. Solana has managed to get above $200 finally. In my last video, I think it was a couple of days ago, I did say that in the first attempt I wouldn't think we are going to get back above 200, and yeah, we had a bit of difficulty, so we dropped back down to 192, actually 190 again, but then we made another attempt, made higher highs, and now we've broken that important $200 level. Now with $200, that's not it. There's actually another resistance level which has sort of come up in the last few days, which is that $204 level around which we are currently trading. So you can see we've had a local high here, had a local high here, and now we are pretty much at this level. I think if we can get through that, and I think then we can approach probably the 209, 210 level before we then go to 215 and higher, and that current all-time high is actually sitting at 219 US dollars. To be honest, Solana is doing currently what Bitcoin is doing, pretty much just mimicking Bitcoin, following Bitcoin, which is why it's also important to look at Bitcoin. I did say for Bitcoin that I wasn't sure had we already seen the completion of the correction. As you might remember, I told you about the target levels that I expect Bitcoin in that current ABC correction to get into. It did get into it, not on every exchange, but on Bitstamp, for example, it did hit exactly into that target range, and that indicates that we could have seen that C correction wave completed and that we now continue our move to the upside. It's not guaranteed though, but it is now more likely that we continue our move to the upside. So that is why Solana is now going higher as well, because Bitcoin is going higher, recovering from that correction, and yeah, we are approaching that key resistance level. We've had here on the 4 hour chart actually a buy signal where we crossed the zero line. That was today. And yesterday we actually had a bullish crossover on the MACD as well on the 4 hour chart. So that was good, always worth keeping an eye on that, because that can indicate trend reversals here. We also have on the 4 hour chart the RSI again in the bullish range, which is important. But I think more importantly, we need to take a look on the daily. And here on the daily, actually what we can see, obviously we are still above the moving averages. The 20, the 50 and the 200 is somewhere way down there. We are also in the bullish range here on the RSI, and we are on our way up. We are not in overbought territory yet, so there is scope to push to the upside. We are losing a little bit of steam here on the MACD, but still in the green, and it seems like if we zoom in a little bit, you can see on the MACD that we were losing a bit of steam, but now we might have found here a stop, and we'll continue potentially our way up if we can manage to get to higher levels and break that resistance level of 204 US dollars, which we seem to be doing at the moment, to just get through that resistance level on the 1 hour chart before we then can hopefully, I think if we get through that, I think there was the other level $210, but sort of they are minor levels. I think because we have come above $200, it's now more likely that we get to the 215, 216. So yeah, certainly interesting, and certainly it's developing in the right direction now. So let's take another look on the 1 hour chart just to see what we're doing. We don't really see a lot of volume. I mean, volume is pretty much staying on one level, and yeah, we are still struggling with that level, as you can see here. I think it's rather at pretty much where we are now, 204.50. So that's pretty much where we are now, maybe just getting through there, just fighting for it. Now if we go through that, I think, yeah, we are gonna go to that 215, yeah, which is that previous all-time high, before we then give it another go here at 218, 219. And if that really was that C correction for Bitcoin, then I mean, there are, you know, if we just zoom out, just remind ourselves what the fib levels tell us. And as I said before, in the alt season, I think we can get to prices over $300, not a major problem. And we've got here, the next level is then the 1.272 extension level. I'm pretty much certain that we're going to get there. Anyway, that's $267. Good gains, nothing life-changing, of course, but Solana already had its life-changing price increases. Then 1.618 is 334. and then the 200% is the $400 level, 408 exactly on here. But these are all levels that I think we can achieve. And also here, $530, the 2.618 extension level. Now, will we see them all in this alt season? I'm not sure. But I think, Solana can certainly get to market caps of Ethereum. Maybe not in this bull run, but maybe in the next one. The more money is going into not only the DeFi space, but generally into cryptocurrency, then Solana is a solid project. It's a good project. We can see the adoption. We can see it running, and it will perform. It is very strong, a very strong chart, a very strong graph, and the price action is particularly strong as well. And as we are speaking, we're already going up. So yeah, I think we're giving the 215 and then potentially the all-time high level another go, maybe even already on the weekend, before we then go much higher. So that would be a great weekend. All right, so hopefully you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.